It's been another great month in Dunedin for the real estate market. Peter, what do you feel have been the major, driving forces in that? What do you think it's all hinging on?
Well, the biggest factor, and it's really been a trend for the last couple of years, is just the sheer lack of supply that we've got in the market at the moment. We're down to 335 odd listings available in Dunedin, which I was talking to Liz Nidd the other day, and she was saying that that would have been the lowest that she's ever seen in 25 years of working in real estate.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we've got the election coming up this weekend, and you would think there's an element of that playing a part?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, typically the election will play a part in whether people are wanting to make a decision or holding off to see what happens. So, it'll be interesting to see after this weekend.
Absolutely. The next 2 to 4 weeks will be very telling, certainly. Yeah. The investment market this month, again, continues to be strong. We've seen, really since the start of the year, gross yields drop by 1% now. It's quite an interesting statistic, this, especially when you consider the LVR rulings, meaning that investors need 40% for their deposit. I think really what's playing a large part in holding the market up down here is those that can't afford the 40% up in Auckland and other major centres. Dunedin's still very affordable, so they're bringing money down this way. Either way you look at it, it's been a great year for investors that own property in Dunedin, certainly.
Yeah, and it's also been a terrific year for homeowners. So if you've seen pretty good growth in your property, if you've bought in the last couple of years, the days on market are pretty quick still. So once you make that decision that you're ready to sell, average of 26 days to sell across the
still
city,
very low, certainly.
Yeah, which is excellent. And median sale price last month was 348,000, which is down from 380,000 that we saw the month before. So last month would have been the lowest that it's been since April this year. But I don't think there's too much to read into that. It would have just been that there's been a lower value or a lower number of high value sales. Total number of sales across the city last month was at 174, which is pretty normal for that time of year.
Yeah, but that's really interesting, because if it's a similar number of properties selling as there was last year, and yet we've got minimal or historically low stock levels, that's pretty interesting.
Yeah, well, the stock levels have just been diminishing over the past couple of years. I think as the normal supply for Dunedin has been outstripped by the demand, we need to have a bigger supply in order for those stock numbers to grow. Yeah,
I suppose a great case study for that would be the Staveley building, 885 Jetty Street. It's a wonderful apartment we've had in the market, went on 2.5 weeks ago. There's been over 80 inquiries, 40 to 50 inspections at the property, resulted in 3 offers. A great result for the owner there, and I think it highlights how well apartments are doing in Dunedin. It's a really good time for them. They're starting to see great values achieved there, and I think we'll just start to see more and more apartments come into the market.
Yeah, I mean, and on that building as well, I mean, it's no surprise that it did do well. I mean, how great's the location as well,
it's
the
awesome.
warehouse precinct down there. It's been great to see what they're doing with all those lovely old buildings, heaps of new commercial space opening up, and all those great new cafes. Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, 123 Vogel Street is an awesome building. If you haven't been in, I'd certainly recommend just checking it out and seeing what they've done there. Talking of cafes, there is a new one about to open on the corner of Jetty Street and Vogel Street. Rest assured, you'll find me there in the coming weeks when they open the doors, having my coffees. Yeah,
well, as real estate agents, we do drink a lot of coffee, so so no doubt we don't need much of an excuse to head down there and enjoy one. Well, thank you very much for watching. We are Taylor & Strong, and we'd be delighted to help with any of your property needs. Thanks.
Thank you.